Welcome to the video for problems 19 through 21 from the Chapter 3, Section 1 review. We'll start out here with problem 19. You see we have the square root of 2x minus 1 is equal to 3. So we take this problem here, right? Our main thing that we want to focus on right now is making sure on any kinds of problems like this that we have the square root by itself. Okay, so if there's anything on the outside, we have to make sure that we got rid of it. In this case, the square root's already by itself. So now we're at the point where we can undo it. So we're going to take this and we're going to say, I'm going to recopy it below first. Right, so to undo the square root, I'm going to square it. When I square the square root, I end up with just what's inside, the 2x minus 1, and then 3 squared is 9. And now we're just going to take it and finish solving, right? We're going to add 1 to each side. We've got 10 is equal to 2x. We'll divide each side by 2, and we get x is equal to 5. Now remember, with square root equations, it's really important that you take your answers and you plug them in, because sometimes you'll go through and you'll do everything totally correct and the answer still won't work. Let's check this one here. This would be 10 minus 1 is 9. The square root of 9 is equal to 3. So this one works out, so we're good. Okay, let's look at number 20. Now this one's a little bit more challenging problem because we've got 2 square roots, right? So it's nice here. We definitely don't want the 2 square roots on the same side, so it's good that we have them on opposite sides. And since we have one isolated already, we can go ahead and focus on taking the square root of each side. Forewarning, this problem takes a little bit more effort. This is a much more challenging problem. We don't do a lot of these, but this one, I want to make sure we know how to do it. So I'm going to square this side, and I'm going to square this side. Now when we square the left side, right, the square root and the exponent will cancel each other out, leaving us with what's inside. So it would have been 3a minus 2. Now on the right side here, you need to make sure you're paying attention here. This is actually a binomial, right? So it's like we're actually taking the square root of 2a minus 3 plus 1, and we're multiplying it times the square root of 2a minus 3 plus 1. So you need to FOIL it out. So as we do it, right, we're going to do this square root times this one, which is like squaring it, which will leave you with just a 2a minus 3. Then we do the square root of 2a minus 3 times a positive 1. We have just a positive square root of 2a minus 3. Then we'll do a 1 times the same thing, so we have a second one. And then at the very end, right, we're going to do 1 times 1, which is going to be 1. Okay, now on our left side, we still have the same thing. We didn't do anything with that 3a minus 2. Our goal here now on the right side would be to simplify it by combining the like terms. So what you'll see here, right, I'm going to say here, right now I still have this 2a, but I have a minus 3 and a plus 1, which should then turn that into a minus 2. Sorry, my pen messed up there. It'll be a minus 2. And then you'll see we have 2 of the square root of 2a minus 3. So it'd be plus 2 square roots of 2a minus 3. Right now still equals 3a minus 2. Okay, so let's get rid of all the stuff that's not attached to the radical first. We're going to subtract 2a, and we're going to add 2, and add 2. So what we're looking at here right now, we have just an a on this side, right, because this will be a 0 pair. That was a 0 pair, that was a 0 pair. So a is equal to 2 times the square root of 2a minus 3. Now is where you have to make a decision, and there's a couple different ways to do this. Usually we're trying to get the square root by itself. So if you are trying to get the square root by itself, okay, you can divide each side by 2 first. Okay, so we'll have a divided by 2 is equal to the square root of 2a minus 3. And now that we've isolated the radical, right, now we're going to actually have to square it again. So we'd have a squared over 4 is equal to, on this side we're going to have the square root of 2a minus 3 is going to give us a 2a minus 3, right? What's inside? This cancels out with this root value. So you can think of this as a squared over 4, or some of you may like to think of it as it's 1/4 a squared, right, is equal to 2a minus 3. And since we have the fraction, we can go ahead and let's get rid of the fraction, right? Let's go ahead and multiply everything times 4, just so that it stands out what this really is, right? The 4 times 1/4 would give us 1, so we have a squared. And when we distribute our 4 through, we've got 2a times 4 is 8a minus 12. And since this is just a quadratic now, let's set it equal to 0. I'm going to get a squared. I'm subtract my 8a from each side and add 12. That makes it equal to 0. And now we can take it and factor it. We've got a and a. Factors of 12 that add to 8 be 6 and 2, so we have minus 6 and minus 2. And so a minus 6, set it equal to 0. Set a minus 2 equal to 0. Using our zero product property, we'll get a is equal to 6 and a is equal to 2. Now, remember, we still need to make sure we check our answers. So when we plug in 6, and you can do this on a calculator or you can do it, on your paper. I don't have a calculator handy at the moment, but I've got the square root of 3 times 6 minus 2. That would be my left side. And on the right side, I would have the square root of 2 times 6 minus 3, and then plus 1. So let's see what we get there. That'd be 18 minus 2 is 16. So this is the square root of 16, which is 4. And on the other side, we'd have 12 minus 3 is 9. So the square root of 9 plus 1 would give us 3 plus 1, which is 4. So we know that 6 definitely works, but let's just double check the 2 to make sure that that one works. I'll check that one in red. I've got the square root of 3 times 2 minus 2. Should equal the square root of 2 times 2 minus 3, and then that plus 1. So this is 6 minus 2 is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. And on the other side, we have 4 minus 3 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. And then plus 1 also gives us 2. So in this case, they both check out, which is good. So our answers for number 20 are 6 and 2. All right, let's jump into number 21. So that's the last one for this video. This one is a cube root function. We have the cube root of 4x minus 7, and then plus 8 equals 0. And again, remember our goal when we have square roots, cube roots, all that stuff there, we want to make sure we get the root by itself. So we need to get rid of that 8 first. So we're going to subtract 8 from each side. I've got the cube root of 4x minus 7 is equal to negative 8. And then to undo our cube root, right, we're going to have to cube it. So when I cube that, let's see, that would be 4x minus 7. And 8 cubed, I believe, is negative 512. Let me double check that. Where's my calculator? Oops, clear. We have negative 8 to the third power. Yep, negative 512. Okay, just making sure we're good. And then we're going to add 7. add 7. So we're talking about right now 4x is equal to negative 505. And then we're going to divide it by 4. All right, so let's see here. 4 goes into 500. That would be 120. Well, I'll just use a calculator because I'm tired and I can't concentrate. So negative 126.25. So x is equal to negative 126.25. And to check it, we could always take it here and throw it back in. So we have the cube root of 4 times negative 126.25 minus 7, and then plus 8 should equal 0. So this should be negative 505 minus 7 would be negative 512. And the cube root of negative 512 is negative 8. So plus 8 equals 0. So we just checked it and we know that it is correct. All right, so our answer, x equals negative 126.25. Those are the answers for 19, 20, and 21. If you have questions, please reach out. Otherwise, thanks for watching.